Recently in the news, there's this little corny-looking white boy.
It's a lot of.
That was the Eminem song.
You got to be more
scrawny
specific.
and always ornery, because I was always sick of brawny bullies picking on me. Kyle, what a
Rittenhouse. Is that his name? Rittenhouse?
Rittenhouse.
Okay.
What a typical white name, Kyle. When I think of Kyle's, I think of guys that drive, those lifted trucks, and they have like a monster logo on the back of their windshield, and
He was recently acquitted of all charges, wasn't he?
Yeah. Innocent.
Man.
And
are we speaking emotionally or just, factually?
How far have you dived into the case, the facts, the jury, the decision?
I looked at most of it, majority of it. He should have been charged with something. Reckless endangerment. You went over state lines with a gun, with a rifle. It's a lot of things that you could have been charged with. Murder, no. But it's a lot of other charges that should have been hit on. Just because you went there to protect something that nobody asked you to protect, something that's not yours. You're a 17-year-old kid. He probably didn't have no daddy in his life. This is where we need white fathers to step up.
That don't make no sense. What are you talking about?
Why not it?
White fathers to step up.
If he had a white father in his life, he would have told him, don't do that stupid shit, you dumb idiot. But he didn't. So, or maybe his father wasn't active in his life, and,
He was a hit and run.
maybe Fox News was his father. Donald Trump was his father, and he just looked up to this man. Who knows? But he needed a real father in his life, an active father.
Has Kyle... So I know there's a lot of political influences in this case. Has Kyle said he's one way or the other?
I don't know. Really?
Really
Gay?
say? No.
Oh.
Democrat or Republican?
I don't know. Does it matter?
It do matter.
Why?
Because depending on what site you're looking at the storylines, determines the word usage, how they are portraying.
But we not doing that. We just going off of based on the facts. The 17-year-old kid took an automatic rifle across state line in an attempt to stop people from doing what he didn't want them to do or like them to do. Nobody asked him to.
Yeah.
And in the process, he killed 2 men and injured the third.
Okay. I think the only issue I have with this is he's a minor.
I have a lot of issues with this.
That's it. He's a child. Well, he's about to be an adult. He's a kid still.
Because he wasn't the only one. It was a group of
people that did this?
Yeah, it was a group of people that felt like they needed to take the law into their hands. And me, I look at it like, for a policeman, I would feel disrespected. Like, you saying basically I can't do my motherfucking job. Or the army, like I can't do my job.
Where did
like, who are you to step in and overstep your boundaries as a person? And I do this for a living.
Here's what I'm thinking, man. Where'd he go? To Wisconsin? Is that where this happened at?
Yeah.
If he was 18, I wouldn't have many issues. I take my gun across state lines often. Is that illegal?
Probably so, because different states have different laws. Like we don't have to have a license in Missouri. It's an open carry law, open carry state.
I mean, I know I can't drive to
state.
California because there's no guns there.
But I'm saying, you know, different states, different laws.
So he could have broken laws for taking firearms over state lines, but I've seen the videos too, man. It's just so... Here's my question. Where did racism or the Black Lives Matter movement come into play in this scenario? The victim's white, the suspect's white.
This has nothing to do with Black Lives Matter.
That's what I'm seeing all over.
This has nothing to do with Black Lives. As far as like Black Lives Matter, it was a protest for a man that was killed, shot in the back because he was reaching in his car. He was shot multiple times. So that's where the whole incident started. But as far as it being like a Black Lives Matter campaign, it's not. It's just the fact that it shows the privilege that some kids have over other kids
because
a certain skin color. That if I traveled to a neighboring gang, say I was a blood going to a Crip neighborhood,
right,
with a gun, and I shot somebody that was unarmed, who I said was unarmed, I would be looked at a lot different. I would be looked at as a thug, as a gang member. It's just when you break down the facts, he said he looked at him, he wasn't armed, but he was scared that he was going to take his weapon. Mm-hmm. As a logical person thinking, and I see these people walking through with guns, I'm probably like, damn, I don't know what they're going to do.
Yeah.
It's like how people get when they see people with, when they see Muslim people approach a plane at the time of 9/11. Like, no, I'm just saying the perception is, watch out for this person.
So listen, two things. One, the right to bear arms is your right. However,
we're not arguing that.
However, there should be a element of common sense that you think, hey, maybe if I walk down the street with this rifle, although it is my right, into situations that there is high tension or there's anger or there's, discrepancies in the calmness of the environment, that something may happen. You're putting you're putting yourself in a position where you are inviting chaos. You are inviting something that's not necessarily positive.
I believe that.
So it is your right to carry a firearm anywhere you want, but you got to use some common sense and think: should I go in this grocery store with my M4 carbine to get some cereal, or is that going to put me in a situation where people are freaked out? And then,
based on the laws, I have no problem with you carrying your gun wherever it is permissible, based on the law.
Uh-huh.
I'm more concerned about the intent. You're not the police. Mm-hmm. You're not the army.
Right.
Don't go there trying to police people or tell people what to do and what not to do and overstep your boundaries for people who have jobs for this. Like I said, as an army man or as a policeman, I feel offended. You're basically saying I can't do my job.
Right.
Don't come in my job trying to do what I do and you have no experience. Because then you get up on stage and you can't cry and you don't feel really no remorse, but you look crazy up there.
Yeah.
That's my personal opinion.
So, let me ask you a question, man. If Kyle Rittenhouse was not white of skin color,
that motherfucker going down.
You think he's going to jail? Huh?
He going to jail. They find him guilty on all 4 charges.
So he has white privilege to get out of these charges.
To be looked at as innocent before even. Most times, black people got the perception that they're guilty. He looks this certain way. His background is this certain way. I think Kyle Rittenhouse goes in there with a clean slate.
Okay.
He's a 17-year-old kid.
White
kid. And it's just looked at different. Like I said, I've seen posts where people like, at what age do black kids stop being cute? And I've seen people respond 12, 14, 13, 9. And I'm just like, you don't do the same thing with white kids. That's my only.
What about the victims? They were white. Where is their white privilege coming in? Because they get no justice, right?
He was a 17-year-old white kid. He had a whole life to look at as far as the police. They was protesting for black people. Black Lives Matter.
Is that what the protest was for?
Yeah. Like I said, it was for, I forgot the guy's name, but he got shot in the back.
Okay. Yeah.
In his car.
You are making remember now.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's where Black Lives Matter came in. Because he was there kind of anti-protesting.
Yeah, because of the looting and rioting that they say. But like I said, you have policemen and you have army men who are trained for this. I don't need your services. Don't come in my motherfucking job trying to tell me how to do my job. Whether I flip fucking burgers or whether I work at a factory or whether I'm a psychiatrist. don't try to do my job because you can't do my job as effectively as I can.
Right.
And he was running for his life scared because he said that he felt like people was going to take his gun and shoot him. Why bring a gun if you're going to be scared? Why come if you're...
Why come in the first place?
Yeah, why come?
That's why I said it. There's got to be an element of common sense. Hey, should I go to this hostile environment with my gun hanging out, knowing I'm not really with the...
And I don't think the police did a great job neither. Like I said, when we have KKK rallies, they separate KKK from the other protesters, and they're not allowed to cross a certain boundary. Can you imagine a black person crossing that KKK line with a semi-automatic gun, what the police would say or do? That would be crazy. He would probably be arrested on the spot. He would probably be interrogated. He would probably be
Interrogated?
interrogated.
Waterboarded. You know what waterboarding is?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, let's not act like this is a different situation. Like, we don't see the color lines.
That black man going over to that KKK might not make it out alive, huh?
I mean, he'll make it out alive, but if he shoot and kill somebody, he's going to be charged.
Why is it such... It seems like it's never ending, man. We were talking about this last year. Bro. No, at first, in January, when they stormed the Capitol, there was a lot of white people. And then we seen that picture of that lonesome black dude in the corner of the room.
he was confused. Like, what the fuck am I doing
and
here?
we said,
I wonder what happened to him. I wonder, like, you know, what was his charge? Because he was just standing there like, man, I fucked up.
We agreed if it was not majority white people storming the Capitol, it may not have happened how it happened.
Well, they
went down differently.
You know, the year before they got pictures of like policemen and army protecting the Capitol, and you got the protesters, the BLMs, out there protesting, but it's like blocked off. Like,
you can't get there.
What happened would not have happened had it been.
So it just seems that there's still... The rules are not clear cut. They're not black and white.
They're not.
They're different for blacks and whites.
For certain people, yeah.
And it's so weird, man. We're in 2021. I assumed.
You would think so. And then I think Biden said something, but who cares about Biden?
Sleepy Joe said something?
At this moment,
He said something about this incident? Oh, yeah. That's right.
Yeah.
Damn, Facebook keeps me informed. Here, listen, man. So he said he was kind of disappointed in the justice system. He felt like
he contradicted himself because he said like he was disappointed, and then he was like what they did was their decision, that they made the right decision according to whatever.
He forgot his first statement, so he had to...
Yeah, it was like he made two different statements.
But before the trial, he was already condemning dude.
That's what he's supposed to do. You know,
what you mean?
Majority blacks voted for him. Majority blacks Democrats. So
whatever their popular opinion is what he needs.
He's still looking to please his base. Like I said, as far as just the facts, I think that he should have been charged with something, murder, maybe not. You know, you can always fight. I fear for my life. I fear for that. That's always going to be up to the jury. But like I said, I feel like if it was African American on the other hand, he would have been convicted.
Yeah.
Regardless of the facts.
In recent news, he has plans to change his name. Not mine. Plans to change his legal name.
Why? George Zimmerman didn't.
Yeah, he's still alive. It's weird.
Maybe because he killed white people.
George Zimmerman? No, he killed Trayvon.
Maybe because Kyle killed white people.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, he changed his name.